This is a two-part tutorial video on how to throw far with sidearm. Hopefully you will increase your knowledge with sidearm throwing and gain some distance in your sidearm throw. This first video will go over some background information on sidearm drives to help you further understand how to make the disc go farther, as well as some limitations in the sidearm throw compared to the backhand throw. The second video will go strictly over technique and throwing form. Okay, before I start, I just want to say that you definitely do need backhand and sidearm, and an overhead throw would be nice too. So just because I am talking about how to throw far sidearm doesn't mean you should only rely on a sidearm throw. Now let's look at how the backhand throw and the sidearm throw are different. Other than the grip of the disc, backhand utilizes a run-up, while sidearm can only utilize an explosive walk-up. You may see some backhand players do a 360 run-up. That's because they can utilize all that speed into their throw, making the disc go super far. In my personal experience, I've never really been able to have a run-up with my sidearm to maximize my distance, and times when I used to use the run-up, I actually noticed that I would lose some of my snap and control over the distance I could have had. So now this part's pretty important. We're going to look at what makes up the distance in a sidearm throw, and this is just my personal opinion, and I mean, I throw a lot of sidearm, I've thrown for a long time, but this is just what I think. I think the grip is about 10% of the equation, the running and walk up the right way is about 20%, arm speed is definitely 60%, and the disc knowledge is 10%. I wouldn't say I'm the best at throwing backhand, but I know for a fact I can throw some pretty far backhands in an open field, and I mean, that's not that great or impressive or anything, but I mean, I just know a little bit about throwing backhand. And the reason I say that is because for backhand, it's a lot easier to throw, extremely far with a disc in an open field compared to sidearm. And that's why you need a lot of disc knowledge, or it's just not going to work out for sidearm. Because when you're trying to throw far, you need to know exactly how hard you need to throw the disc to make it flip or stay flat to get your maximum flight when you're throwing it. And I would say that's true for backhand as well, but I mean, I think for sidearm it's a little more extreme, because for backhand, I mean, you can kind of pull far with a number of discs. With sidearm, you probably are only going to pull far with a handful of discs that you've been throwing for a long time. The next video we'll be talking about throwing mechanics needed for a farther sidearm throw. But I hope this video will increase your knowledge of the sidearm and backhand throw, so you know what's going on when I tell you some things about the mechanics in the next video. And originally I was just going to do one long video, but I figured this is the easier way to organize information and stuff like that, instead of having some big long video that I spent way too much time on, and then a lot of people only watch like halfway because I'm only talking about the things I talked about in this video for half of it. Also, when I was writing all this and thinking about this video, I was actually thinking of taking some time trying to do some kind of run-up thing with sidearm, because this can increase your arm speed. I'll be talking about this in the next video, but if there was a certain run-up that I could use, maybe I would be able to throw a lot farther, but I mean, as of now, I really doubt it. But when the weather's nice, I might go out and give it a try, even though the drives will look pretty bad at first. Anyways, make sure to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.